I'm so mad that I love this redemption arc.
Hi, and welcome to the Boozy Bookers podcast, the place where book club meets happy hour. I'm Sam, joined by your fellow bookers, Corey, Jess, and Jamie, and today we are going over Rites of the Starling by Deveny Perry.
Okay, are you ready? This is your first and only warning. This is a newer release sequel with all kinds of plot twists and spoiler alerts. So now, if you haven't dove into Odessa and Ransom's world, this is your time to go check out one of our other podcasts. I recommend Direbound so that you can get caught up for Furybound, which is out now. All right, if you're still here, you're ready for the spoilers. You're ready for all the feels and all of the emotions. And we pick up right where we left off with Odessa and her quest. Her quest for everything. How is she going to save Ransom from the Lysa? How is she going to save Evie and her family and everyone from the Crux? And don't forget, she's got her whole figuring out of who she is and where she comes from. But best of all, we've got love triangle, secret lovers, who's your daddy, and all of the above. So let's dive into the deep blue Merricksmore. I think that's how we're going to go with it. See, with this week's drink, the Starlingria. Cheers.
Cheers. It's pretty. I'm excited. Ooh.
It tastes so good.
Oh, that was a good sip.
It's nice and refreshing.
It's citrusy. It reminds me of the ocean. It's when I listen to Odessa and Caspia and talking about their homelands and crossing the sea or being near the coast. And it's really hard to see, but in the Starlingria, we do have our marrow wheels.
So loud.
AKA Swedish fish. They're just hanging out there. They'll eventually come up.
It's good. It's so good that I know I say it all the time.
Hey,
I'm not
stick your finger in it.
Yeah,
Do a little swirl.
Give it a stir.
Stick your finger in there.
I
Swirl
will
it.
swirl like this. I'm not going to stick my finger in my drink.
So we came prepared today.
Stick your
We
finger.
knew we would be in our feelings. We knew we were going to probably need refills. So this is a pitcher size recipe drink.
Yes. Because you need, Jess, I'm not kidding around. You make a lot of tropical drinks sometimes. I love them. I love a tropical drink. This is my favorite one. This is my favorite tropical drink. It's so good.
This is good.
I can't even describe it. It's like refreshing and the orange in it, but then you get some of the carbonation from the frescas in it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The color's beautiful. It's so good. It's the hot Scotty, and then this one. It's number 2.
Whoa!
I will tell you, I have to give a shout out to Tammy at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits.
Mm-hmm.
She's my cashier who hooked me up. She got me set up on the 7 Daughters Moscato. She's like, no, this is the Moscato you need. And I think it's the perfect base for this.
It's so good.
It's so good.
7 Daughters Moscato is so good. I've had it a few times. It's great when it's like cold.
Yeah.
Like ice cold, like this drink. It's amazing.
You know what I love, Jess? First of all, I love that you make us drinks, and I love that. That's number 1.
It's my favorite.
2, you make drinks that are really accessible to everybody. It's not like, oh, you have to like infuse this and have that. And you know what I mean? Like,
you need to go to the river.
Yeah.
Take some stuff.
You're not, I'm gardening this, this drink.
Handmade basil.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
I will
way
tell
to bring it back to the millennial.
Thank
the
you.
blue color is the blue curacao, which if you don't want to have to buy a whole bottle of it, here's a pro tip. In your liquor store, if you go to the area where they have like the flavoring syrups, they have a blue curacao non-alcoholic flavoring. So you can get the color without the extra alcohol. So
that'd be fun. Just like
We
fun
didn't do
drinks
that.
anyways.
Yeah.
no, I didn't do
Mocktail.
that. I just layer liquor onto liquor for these guys.
Honestly, I'm shocked Jessica knows there's a non-alcoholic version.
Anything.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh my gosh.
We got to represent for everybody.
We do. Hey, before we get started, I have this fun thing that I'm going to tell you guys a fun 1-star Goodreads review of this book, and then I'm going to tell you a fun 5-star one. So,
okay.
And we'll figure out
This is so exciting.
where we're in there. So I'll start with the 1-star review of Rites of Starling by Deveny Perry.
Okay.
And it says, excuse me, 'twas hot garbage, my lord. 1 star.
Tell me how you really feel.
And the 5-star review is, I need a therapy appointment now.
Yeah.
And I would like to say, I would agree with the 5-star review. This book emotionally wrecked me. And I will never recover.
Do you want to go through and say the stars that we think it is?
Yeah, 7. 7 stars.
Okay. Okay.
Huh.
4, 3.5.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. 3.5, 4 stars. That's
Yeah.
what I gave it.
Oh, this is a 5-star for me.
Yeah. 5-star plus. Jessica, me and Jessica sometimes, like, we're getting it here on this book.
Corey, we never agree.
We never
I
agree on anything. So when you said that, I was blown away. I was like, shit, me too.
What?
But that's what I've seen about this book. It's either absolutely destroyed you, you loved it beyond compare, or you're like, it's all right. You know?
yeah.
So I don't think there was a much of an in-between thing.
You know what really made it a 3.5, 4-star for me?
Tell me.
I cannot stand a double journey. I can't stand going from one journey and then going to another journey. I don't care if they meet up at the end or not. I can't stand being
throwing a
so
glass all over
invested. It is
Clark.
throwing a glass. This is what my problem with throwing a glass was. This is why I stopped reading Avatar and throwing a glass. Like, I can't. I feel so passionately about this. I get
really
so
fucking
invested
hates
in
it.
one story.
Yes.
And then I get thrown into another one. And let me tell you, Caspia's story, if it was a prequel or if it was thrown in as a side book, fuck, I would have loved it.
Yeah.
I like both stories. I just was so invested in Odessa's story because I want to know how it went from the first book that they threw in Caspia. And I was like, this is bullshit. I don't know what's going on. And if it was a separate book, I would have loved this story.
You're so passionate.
I can't stand a double journey.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, that's one of the reasons I loved it. I loved how so artful it all came together.
Oh, it's clever.
I loved it's
It's
like a
very
2 for
clever.
1 book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? You get 2 from 1. You get hers, you get hers. I love it. It's a BOGO. It's a BOGO book, baby.
That's just my stories. I go like, oh, love it, love it, love it. Then you swap chapters, and I'm back at the beginning. I'm in the
Okay.
trenches,
Oh my God.
and then I got to climb a mountain again to get that momentum.
Okay,
So-
let's bring it back. Yes, Jess.
So
bring us
I-
centered here.
I would bring it down to a 4 for one reason only. I still don't have the level of spice I need. And I know
Girl.
I know we're gonna get to Sam's before, but if you remember how passionate you just were was how passionate I was in the first book
With the
about there
banter.
being all this banter and then wah wah wah.
They
Like,
did bring
come
it
on.
back, though.
What?
That
What
phrase
was
back. They
They-
brought the phrase back about why did you compliment
Yeah.
me?
Oh, the
Listen,
phrase.
I'm gonna let you
The
know.
phrase in
I got a
the
quote
bedroom.
for you guys. Never say I never do quotes. Here it is. Was that a compliment? In the training ring, I thought praise was used for the
Yes.
bedroom. And
And
I
you
was
know,
like,
that's the quote they brought back.
Yeah.
yes. I was like, I love it. Again,
So
bring it back to me.
yes. So yeah. That's all I gotta say. That was what would bring it down. I did not mind the double journey. I kind of enjoyed it for the fact that I feel like I got 2 books for 1. And in Girl Math, that's a free book.
Yes. Yes.
So that's how I viewed that. But when I tell you I had such a visceral reaction,
At the end.
yes, to when we got to that point, because this entire time, like, I'm like throwing things in my house. Like, why aren't they in this? Like, how do they not know
They're in the same
there?
city.
I'm like,
Yes.
walk into the same room, go to the same place. Like, how have these two not crossed paths yet? And it was bothering me so much. And then I got to that point and I was like, oh, damn. Like,
Yeah.
I was not ready for the multiverse. Like, I just wasn't there.
No.
Yeah, I literally had met Sam up at Barnes and Nobles and she was doing some computer work and I was reading and I was like, how are they at the castle and they haven't met each other yet? Like, how are we passing each other? She's at the library. Why haven't they ran into each other? I was like, what is happening? And then I went to work and then that night I finished it and I called her up and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No, in the very beginning, I was a little annoyed with Caspia's point of view, but right when we get introduced, because I was like, we see Ransom's POV, we see Odessa's, and I was like, okay, cool, this is going to be Ransom back to Odessa. And I'm like, who the fuck is Caspia?
Yeah.
And I was actually pretty pissed off about it. I was like, I want Ransom, who is this? But by her journey, I was like, okay, who is this? All right, I don't mind. And then towards the end of it, I was like so wrapped up into Caspia and Andreas that I was like, who's Odessa and Ransom? Like,
Yeah.
I was so into it and I was so thankful for it. But I had kind of, in the beginning, I was like, the necklace. Okay, like we're the big plot twist. I'm like, oh, okay, that's her mom. This is just a little, prequel kind of thing. But then I was like, maybe it's not. And that's the journey of this book, right? It's the same as the first one, Shield of Sparrows. Where is Ransom the prince? Who's
Yeah.
the prince kind of thing, where you're like, it's just enough to make you question. So I thought it was the mom, but it kept me back and
didn't.
forth. But
I
that's
did
what
not
made
see it as the mom
Oh,
at all.
really?
I thought it
I
was
did
a
not see it as the
sister.
mom.
I
No.
went back and forth
I-
through the book.
No, I
about
thought
it.
Caspia was a sister because she kept saying how her mom disappeared.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
thought her mom was Odessa's mom and then came over and married, had Odessa, and then like became a
And-
croc.
and
Yeah.
that's
I did
what-
not see Caspia as
I
that.
went back and forth. Like at first I was like, okay, maybe we're on mom's journey. And then I was like, no, we're half sister. And like halfway through the book, I was like, this is half sister. This is half sister. And then threw me off.
No, I was there and I thought it was the whole time. And I was like, oh, they are going to set me up for heartbreak. And then there was one part towards the middle end of the book where they're talking about cause. And we'll get back into everything. But Odessa's at the castle and it says that Gable takes a dark-haired boy away. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've been playing it wrong the whole time in my head. They are on the same timeline.
Yeah.
And then, of course, when you get to the end, I was like, freaking knew it.
Yeah.
Heartbreak.
I think part of my problem too with this book is that Sam told me how much she cried, how it destroyed her for days on end.
Days. I'm
So
not kidding
I
around.
think that stopped me from being too invested in this book because I was like, I don't want to cry. What's actually going to happen? Like she automatically put me on like the back burner for this. And this is why I tell her all the time that I cannot stand when she reads a book before me because she doesn't tell me things, but she tells me things in that way. And then for the whole thing, I was like, Andreas is going to die. Something bad's going to happen. So I'm not going to get attached to any of these characters
Okay.
or too invested.
I'm sorry I did that for you and robbed you of the heartbreak.
Yeah. So who knows how I would have truly felt about this book if I came in with a blank slate.
Yeah, I don't think I didn't cry about it. I understand the therapy sessions on some of the things that are in it. I think for me, it was laid out really well.
Mhm.
And I think that the stories played out in the right manner in terms of the POVs for it. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, the book was done in 3 different sections.
Yes.
So it was division. And the division, we got the split with the priests. We're starting to see the curtain be pulled away and like in that manner of what the true story is. And then in the discovery, you get a little bit more and you see a little bit more of the overlap between the two. And then at the end, it's the dynasty of like truly understanding like this is the path forward. So I really did like the way that it was laid out in that manner.
And they were both on similar, the juxtaposition between their journeys, that it felt like very similar. Odessa's and Caspia's trying to like reach that end point.
It really is the same journey, just different times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because she's picking up where her mom left off now.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And honestly, as I read the book, I was like, these 2 point of views, they're like killing me. I love both stories and I want them not at the same time.
Yeah.
But at the end, when you find out about Caspia, that it really does combine it together in a way that I'm like, that book was good. Not that I want to reread it. I would never reread it because if I reread it, I would just read Caspia's chapters or just read Odessa's. I'm telling you, I'm strongly about these 2 separate journeys. Can't stand them. It was just, she did do this book very clever. It was artistic in a purposeful way. And it was really good.
And I do have a question. So there's actually another female. So Sparrow Wolf at the very beginning of the book.
Yeah.
She can
Is
feel
a-
magic.
She's of relation to Ransom, correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do we know that relation? Is that like grandma?
I think it's centuries.
Like,
Centuries.
oh,
It's like
centuries,
400
centuries.
years.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
it's
okay.
the very first
Yes.
sign.
And you know what? Until you said that just now, I was like, what? Oh my God, I completely forgot the beginning because it's such a journey you go until the end that
Yeah.
I was like, I completely checked out and that was the first
But-
entry.
My question about that is, yes, she is related to Ransom,
Mhm.
but she could feel the Voster's magic.
Yes.
Oh,
So
I
was she a
complete- wait.
Starling?
Stop. Hold. I forgot that chapter. Wait. Come back
Yes,
to me.
she-
It was before chapter 1.
Yes.
Did I skip it?
No,
It was
I
a
read it.
prologue.
I read it. I forgot that though. She felt the
She
Voster
felt
magic.
Voster magic.
Well, but
But
this
if that's
makes
a
sense
Starling,
because what did we learn in this thing? That magic is affected in this land.
yeah.
So again, who do we know that has magic? The Vosters, Odessa, Caspia,
The Brotherhood.
and then Ransom has this Lysa kind of thing. Is his
So-
really from the animal and really from the
Or
bite?
is
Is it
he-
really that? Or is
It's
it just
the
his magic?
combination.
Yeah.
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 But then if Sparrow Wolf was a Starling,
I don't
Well-
think she was a Starling.
well, if she
But if she felt the
If she
magic,
felt the
then
magic-
she has
Oh,
to
I mean,
be.
she may be a Starling. In my opinion, I don't think she was a Starling.
I don't think she's a Starling because she had clearly at some point had boys and only
Yeah.
Starlings can have daughters. But how does it come about that she could feel the Voster's magic like a Starling? And no one else in kin had like magic except for Starlings. And you come over here, and even though they have magic on Calandra, it doesn't mean everyone has magic. And if you have magic from kin, then it's like a poison to you. So where does this
remember
line up?
that-
The way that the Brotherhood described it, and I think it was Brother Hain, he talked about it when he was talking to Caspia, that it's when the six came over, the magicians, whatever you
Mhm.
want to call them, and they were in Calandria, their magic was wrong for the land.
Mhm.
And so when they were burned in their ash and they're in their globes and they think that that's what leached into the land, it's wrong.
Yeah.
So whatever magic was there in Calandria is
Is it right for someone?
deformed. You know,
Yeah.
it's altered
like
because of
tainted.
tainted because of the introduction of the six.
So maybe her
Was
her
she
magic
before the six?
is Calandria magic.
Yeah.
Calandra magic.
So-
Maybe. Yeah. Well, I don't think she's before the six because I don't think she's before the six, and I
No,
have no reason
because-
for that.
No,
Oh, 'cause the
because
Fosters
the
were there.
Fosters are there.
The High
Yes,
Priest.
yeah,
And that was
that's
the
right.
whole point is
Yes.
that there was the war, they
Mm.
had to join, and this was the way to join.
Yes.
And even Ransom talks about it, or they said it, that nobody wants to give up that power. Even the kings support the Vosters because they've become accustomed to
power.
these blood oaths and things like
Yes.
that.
They use them
So
in
it's
their
tied
favor.
in. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Listen, while we're talking about this, will somebody give me a history lesson? Because I was very confused
Oh
on
my
this. So the Vosters came over with some Starlings?
Yes.
Yes.
And then the Starlings came back?
One of the Starlings came back. I think that they
She
had already
changed.
had changed,
Before she went
and
over
they
to
saw
Calandra.
the change in when the other one went through the Rites there. They saw the change in it, and they kind of came back. Almost, I took it as like a warning. Like she's like, "Shit, I'm telling these people,
Like,
don't
don't
ever
ever
go here."
leave.
Yeah.
Because there are Voster people in Nelphenix or next to Nelphenix. So they stayed.
Where the sister was being held captive.
Yeah.
In Kin or wherever.
Beeson?
Beeson.
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 Yeah.
But they don't have magic in Beeson.
No, only the Starlings have magic.
Only the Starlings have
Yeah.
magic in Nelphenix.
Yeah.
In that country.
And that's why they were experimenting on the sister when she was being tortured.
Because the Vosters are back in Beeson.
whoever-
No, Beeson's people.
The Beeson people
Decent
had her.
people, but there is a small section. They said kind of like hidden, almost like indigenous people that are the Voster, but they're not. They're kind of like they don't mess around with
They
anybody.
were kind of, it was almost like an extermination.
Yes.
The way
Yeah.
I took it. And
Okay.
very few survived. And the ones that did make it over to where Calandria is, that was the negative turn over there, is because their
Yeah.
magic wasn't compatible with Calandria.
Yeah.
That kind of fed into their thing too, though, because they're in this new land and they just got like oppressed and crazy, and now they're like, I have all this power over
Right.
here.
Like
Like,
I'm.
Yeah.
why am I going back?
Yeah.
Because I remember, I think it was Brother Hain when he was talking to Caspia, he says, I don't remember the sound of my daughter's voice or things like that. Like his family was still over there.
Yeah.
So
But they're immortal in Calandria.
The
but,
long-lived.
Long-lived.
long-lived. Yeah.
but not in Beeson.
Yeah.
Did we
no,
ever get to that?
I
Or-
think
Or-
they are.
I think they are
it's from
long-
the magic.
from the
Oh.
magic keeps them alive.
I thought
in
the
Yes.
magic
Calandria.
kept them
I don't
alive.
know. I guess I missed that little
That's
section.
how I took it in Calandria. That's why he wanted to go to leave because
I assumed his family had they
thought
were
his-
long gone, and
Yeah.
it was just such a sadness to have still lived so long, and his family was,
Well,
he
I-
forgot them.
Thought his family died in the war. They were
That could
killed.
have been.
That
too.
checks out. There's so much
That too.
heartbreak in this book.
I mean,
And even the heartbreak of like such a theme of the heartbreak and the love and the grief that I even had such a sad reaction to Xandra never getting to come back to Cap.
Oh,
Like that,
yes.
and
yeah.
I-
They shouldn't even have made her have a romantic partner.
I know it. That's why I was like, why'd you do this to me? Because like I just picture him looking out at the sea, waiting
Waiting.
for her, and she's not. She's a bear wolf Like, and
She's
okay,
the one-eyed barrel one.
right,
Yeah.
that's
She's
what I was
the
gonna say.
one-eyed barrel one.
Do we all agree she's the
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I
Yes.
thought
All right,
that once we found out that
she turned into a
she-
bear wolf?
No, I thought that once we found out that she wasn't turning back,
Yeah.
you know?
Which seeing the more of the sadness to it, it's like she lost her cousin immediately. Like Caspia was such a strong character to me because she did see all that. She had to keep going, right? She saw all this sadness, all this terrible things, like everything she's done. And she's like, okay, the next step, next right choice, next right thing. And really, I think she mirrored Odessa in that way, where they're
Yes.
like a soft type of strong, where they're not in your face about it. They're not, they're just like, okay, this is what I have to do.
Honestly, I love them.
I love Caspia.
Oh, I love Odessa. I love Caspia. I think they're great female characters.
Amazing female characters in this. Really, all of them.
Yeah.
The Starling. We love them.
I just have to give a shout out to Deveny for the name choices, because
Oh.
Odessa and Caspia, chef's kiss.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
Good
I
names.
love it.
Yes.
I thought that yesterday. I was
Yeah.
making my notes for this, and I
Yeah.
was like, Caspia's how great.
Yeah.
How many kids are going to be named Caspia now?
Yeah.
Because that's
God, I wish I was
I
pregnant
love
right
it.
now.
Caspia, Odessa.
Yeah.
They're really great names.
Even Andres was a great name.
Mhm.
I thought I still love Ransom so much, but I really, really loved Andreas. How did you guys feel about him? And I loved him. He was such a supportive, just a supportive, loving partner for Caspia.
Yeah.
The whole way through, he did not question her. He's like, you're telling me this? I love you. Of course. Why would you say anything wrong? Like, I will support you. I'll push through this. Hey, you're worried you're going to use the wrong fork at dinner? I'll use the wrong fork
Yeah.
too. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
the whole thing. And I think that was part of the heartbreak, right? Because you saw
How
what
much
the
he
grief,
loved her.
yeah, what the grief had transformed him into.
Yeah.
It just, I think that's the part of it, that he was just this soft, loving man. And now he's like, his heart is gone.
Yeah.
His purpose
Well,
is
he
gone.
says at the end, like, I haven't been to bed with anyone but your mother. You know, like he's so grief stricken, like
Yeah.
you said. But maybe I didn't get so invested in Andreas because I thought he was going to die since Sam cried so much.
Yeah.
And I knew she was obsessed with Andreas. But I think he is complete, like, green flag. I think
He was
everything
great.
about him was great. And then in real life, I would love him. But as in the book, I still like the Guardian better.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're very similar in the way that they
Jessica's
love
got
with
shit she's got to say
with
about this.
protection. Oh my
They
gosh,
are
is this where we?
Similar in a
They
way.
are similar, but this
Whoa.
is what Caspia needed in a partner. She needed that for
Jess hates
being in a
him.
new place. But
No,
okay.
So this is my thing about Andreas, and I wrote this on it. I'm so mad that I love this redemption arc,
Oh my
Right?
God.
because you didn't see that coming
No.
in terms of that being her father, and especially because you do become invested in Andreas and you see all of these qualities and things like that, and it's like Caspia and Andreas were the love story that we didn't know we needed,
Yeah.
but we did. And then you get to that point and you realize that, and I was like, but he's a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? This is the king, you
Yeah.
know? So but I haven't read a redemption arc in a while where I'm like, oh, that one was a good one. And
Yeah.
and it didn't involve killing or, I mean,
no.
yes, but
Well,
not
no.
in that manner. But you know what I mean? And it was truly like, you understand why the callus is there now.
yes.
And you see more of it. And not even just him. Because I have to say this about Margot as well.
Mhm.
I
have it down. Is that you don't realize that this entire time, for whatever reason, she was coveting the king when she shouldn't have been. But her whole, quote, marriage life has been with somebody else.
Yes.
Her kids are not,
yeah.
you know, his. And so I don't know how I understand May acting out the way that she did when she found out and things like that. But for me, for Andreas, I did really like him. It made it a little easier to swallow, like how he had been. But then you also saw the remorse of like, oh, I probably shouldn't have been that way.
Yeah.
Like I probably should have done things a little bit differently.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he loved her. He loved her
Yeah.
so much, that it's
Yeah.
just like even the sight of Odessa,
Yeah.
like the most heartbreaking part to me when you think on it and you come back is when Odessa comes in. And Odessa's point of view, she just wants her dad to be happy she's home.
Yeah.
And he, for that split second, he's like in somewhere else and he sees a
Yeah.
red-haired lady and he's like, she's back. And then
Yeah.
it's a crushing despair of like, she's not. It's, we're back to reality. That to me, that broke my heart. Like that, thinking back on that broke my heart more.
But I do have to go back to your comment about, what did you say about Ransom and Odessa? That they're still your favorite couple?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think they're endgame?
You know?
Oh my God. You think it's Jody? I do love Jody though.
So I'm just here to say, I am normally not one for love triangles or whatever, but there is something, and it will come out in the next book,
They
between
did throw
Jody
in there a lot.
and Odessa. There is a pull there, and I don't know if he has Lysa. I don't know if he's a secret monster or whatever, because we've already talked about those kind of things being drawn to her. But I'm sorry, his witty banter game with her, a little bit right there with Ransom, maybe if not more. So
I think it just reminded her of Ransom, because every time he would say something, she would equivalent it to Ransom.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, that look reminded me of Ransom. The way he did that, it was what Ransom. Like, I think it was just a way to bring it back to that.
Okay. What about this? Because at the end, is that clip is that she's a crux and she's killing Ransom, and he's like, my queen. I don't like this, but this is a theory that what if he dies and then Jody's there?
Okay, wait. No, I don't agree with that. I have my own theory about that.
I don't like that.
so
but
I have my own
that's
theory.
to that.
So just on
I
your
mean-
point, Jamie, I think she kept bringing up Ransom to remind herself that she couldn't act out. Let's just be real. I don't think it was, oh, that's so cute. You remind me of my husband. I was like, I have a husband.
I have a husband. I have a
I got a
husband.
husband.
She did say that if she didn't have Ransom, before Ransom, he would have been someone that she would have liked.
Why would Ransom bring up, like, I'm not the only one in this group that, like, I see it.
he did.
Like,
he did
I'm a
say
dude
that.
and I see who's after my property.
Yeah.
Thought he was just jealous.
Yeah,
and that's
no,
why he
he
brought
is,
it up.
but
That
he
too.
picked up on it, and he's like, I know that because that's how I feel about you. So,
Yeah.
like, I'm
But
bringing
here's
it
the
up.
thing. Jody's still alive.
Yeah.
We know Ransom. If Ransom truly
Is going to die.
was upset about Jody's actions and Jody's feelings, he would be dead. We know
Mhm.
this.
Oh.
So why is Ransom keeping him alive?
I think he
'Cause he
hasn't
doesn't think it's
crossed
a-
that line yet.
Yeah.
He hasn't crossed the line because he knows Odessa isn't showing Jody that attention.
Yeah.
And I don't think Jody's like, there's not that threat right now.
It's like Caspia and Margot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How she was so in love with Andreas, but
yeah.
she's like, his heart's mine. So,
Yeah, like I have nothing to
so it's
worry
the
about
same
here.
with, he's like, Odessa loves me.
Mhm.
I don't have to worry about that.
I'll give you that for now, but when it ends up being Jody, I said so.
But I did love Jody. I have my own theory about this ending. Do you guys, do you want to wait for
hold on.
the theories?
Wait for a
Hold on.
second.
Okay.
I do want to say that I wrote down that Margot, May, and Andreas had the best redemption.
Yes.
I did
Yes.
not see that coming.
Mhm.
And I really did love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And back to how you thought it was just so heartbreaking
Mhm.
about him thinking
God, kill
that
me.
it was Caspia and like, but my point is, who cares? Like you have a child with the person you love and you're treating her like shit, even though you thought it was to help
Yes.
her, you still treated her like shit, even knowing that Caspia would be pissed off at you. You were just so heartbroken, so selfish of a father that you didn't bother with your
See,
child.
I see it
So,
a different
hold
way.
on.
I don't think it's that. I think he was protecting her. I think he wanted to be like, take the Vosters that knew kind of and be like, I don't have a, like, who's that? Like, just push it away. And I think part of that, he had to get like calloused over it.
Mhm.
Like he had to push it away because she does say in the first book when she was a child, her dad was very loving to her. But I think he started to realize, what if she becomes this? What if the Vosters know? What if that? And I think he just started
So-
to push.
I don't know if it was so much a protection, because I think it's a little bit selfish.
Mhm.
I think he was worried about having to kill her.
Yeah.
That if
The
she
heartbreak.
was like her mom, and the more she grew up and more she looked like her mom,
yeah.
there was that threat of, if she turns, am I going to have to kill my daughter the
Yeah.
way I killed my wife?
Right.
The same thing.
That he just couldn't do it again.
And that, yeah.
Communication solves
No,
everything.
I think that, but he didn't want to. She was. He had to protect her. That's why, like, the Vosters are such enemies. Like, that's the whole reason he had to go on and marry quick, because it was like, oh yeah, I didn't have a wife. Brother Hayne killed those Vosters.
Yeah.
Not my wife. Oh no, she died in that.
Mhm.
Don't think anything special of her. Oh, not my baby. Like, that's the
Yeah.
whole reason Caspia died, is for her baby. So he's like, I gotta, keep her protected. Did you
Not
have
sure
something
how
to say?
much I do have a theory on that note that, to killing his daughter. On
Visions.
Caspia's visions, the very first one she had was Andreas going to Tora, that Andreas would be dead if he went to Tora. So that's why she was like, we're not going there. We're going to change our whole game plan. I think he eventually ends up in Tora, and that is where he dies. But I think he does it to save the Guardian so that he doesn't have
She's such a
to.
bitch. She took my thing. I
Kill.
told her this.
Is that your?
Yes, I told her this. She took this from me.
Oh, I thought of it, and I told
her
you.
this. She's such a bitch. We
God
talked
damn, I
about
thought
this.
it was me.
She's such a
This is why we can't talk, because I thought I said it.
This is
Okay,
why there's a cone of silence in between her filmings. We're not supposed to talk
No,
about.
Okay, it's so hard.
Used to talk about the books with these people.
I know,
Okay,
for
Jamie's
these
so
reasons
easy
to talk about, and Jamie's
I'm
just
just-
like a sponge collecting them.
Catch it all.
Yes.
Okay,
But I
hang it all
agree.
over.
You did agree with it.
I did.
There's
agree with it.
a vision she keeps having of Andreas when his throat is ripped out
Yeah.
and he's there. And like Jamie, it is like
Sabria Wolf.
at the end.
It's his cousin.
Well, she doesn't say. She keeps
She doesn't
saying that
say
her
what it
throat
is.
is ripped out, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's why she doesn't want to keep going. And she's like, oh, I saved him. We didn't go to Tur. Nothing happened. But then at the end with Ransom's thing, I really do. I think that Andreas is going to come in and Odessa's going to turn crux. She's going to go after Ransom. And Andreas is going to go, this can't repeat itself. There's so much heartbreak that I had from this. I have to save someone. And he's like, Odessa, kill me.
Yeah.
Sacrifices himself. That's what I think, because all of her visions came true in one way or another, even if it was past or present or the future, it's all coming true. We workshopped it together. We did.
I mean, that's true. Different thing. It could be the Briar Wolf.
It could be. I mean,
It could be the
whole
cousin.
thing.
Xandra?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's
Yeah.
still out there?
Who's still
Xandra's
out
there.
I forgot about. She's still just roaming around.
Yeah,
like they
keep
lost
looking
track of
for her.
But it would be great at some point during the end if they do solve this and they get rid of the magic, the bad magic, and then she's able to shift back.
Oh, that would be, at least someone
Okay.
would.
So I know this is not funny, but it's kind of funny. I was thinking that. And then I was thinking it's kind of appropriate because with an eye patch, she would fit in on a pirate ship.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh my God, and then she finds Cap
Cap-
again?
Yes.
Yes.
He would think it's hot.
I know.
Like, they were into it.
I love it.
No,
I
I
love
side
it.
to, but it is appropriate.
I would love that actually.
It's so funny.
Oh God.
That's so funny.
Let's go back because we talked about Jody. Let's talk about the Mavens in general.
Yes.
Because they are a huge part of it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because there is a dynamic between Thora and Ransom that we only kind of get a little bit of.
Yes.
Like there's a past.
Kathleen's niece.
Yeah.
So there
Yeah.
is a past there.
Yeah, but we don't know how she exactly ended up in the Mavens,
Mhm.
right? So where is that? It is a tension, and is it like alpha meets alpha? I don't think it's exactly that kind of tension.
I feel like it has something to do with his dad and her becoming the Maven. Something the king did that he wouldn't help with, or something that along the lines that, well, the king could have helped
And it did.
and
yeah.
he didn't, and now she's stuck with
Yeah.
the Mavens trying to sell.
Didn't
Yes.
she lose all of her family except for Kathleen? Like her aunt,
believe
like
so.
everybody
I think
else.
so.
So
So maybe,
But she also
I don't know.
had the highest amount of kind of debt.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I almost wonder, like, especially after they lost the one,
Oh my gosh, I can't.
if she takes on all of the fallen Mavens' debts
oh,
to
maybe.
save the families. Because
I
I
love
thought
that.
about that when they said that they were running to go protect the family right
Mhm.
away.
Yeah.
And
I love that.
If that would
Maybe.
be it. So
'Cause she
I
is
could
kind-
see that because she's the leader. She
Yes.
takes she takes it on her shoulders.
Oh,
kind of
I
thing.
can see that. And that's maybe why she's on the boat across and she's just like, you think she's heartbroken because they lost, and forgive me, I don't remember, it was Mateus or
I don't remember
That's
their
whoever
name
had
either.
died.
I forget which one
That,
it was.
that
Yeah.
sounds right.
she is, maybe that's it. She's like, okay, I'll
Another
take on
two.
more, because they said
Yeah.
who's going to take care of your, absolutely right, Jess.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly
I
what
think
it is.
that's why she has so many, and I think she won't let anybody help her with that.
Mhm.
Because I think Ransom even alluded to that he tried to help with it.
Mm-hmm.
He thought you had to pay.
Because it's her burden
Yeah.
to bear.
I would love for her and Jody.
No.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
they
yeah,
had their, I think they
No,
had
no.
their moment if they were going to have their moment. but-
It's gonna happen.
No.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
I
It's
did
gonna
have
happen.
things to say about
Unless you're May.
well, I have things to say about May. Would you like to hear them? I was just thinking that we think she's such a bitch, right? And so much of her time in this thing was kind of being mean to Evie, which I did not love. But a lot of it was, I didn't like her being mean to that
But you know
child.
why she was mean to Evie?
Why?
She's jealous.
Yes.
I was thinking on another point of it that, okay, think about her childhood. Obviously, her dad's not her dad. Her dad is clearly General Huxley,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Avi.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, how could he spend time with his child?
Training.
Training her. So maybe that's like, she sees that as like an act of like, I'm spending time with you. I'm teaching you how to be strong. I'm teaching you this. So maybe she sees Evie and she's like, I was an innocent little girl like that before. And I got my heart broken, because she found out, her dad's not her dad and all this thing. So maybe she's like, I'm ready to toughen up. Let's start now. Well, does she do it the right way? No, she's kind of a bitch about it. But yeah, I think she came around. Is she still May? She's still May.
Yeah.
But she's...
I don't know. I think her reaction to the king not being her father is more of like, she's been forced into this box and trained her whole life to be this assassin or whatever. And it wasn't her burden to bury.
No.
Oh, I see
To
that
bury.
side too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I see that
she
side
didn't
too.
have to be the sparrow.
She
She
had
was
been
never
her the whole time. And so it's like, it's almost a life wasted.
I kind of see that. I see that too. But on the same side, I see that like, all right, I guess this is how I can be useful. And she's pissed off like she cannot even be useful in that way. Like to me, that's how I saw it.
Well, she doesn't get anything out of it. She's not the sparrow.
Yeah.
She's obviously not going to become queen.
Yeah.
No.
of the Quintus because the son's going to become the rightful heir. So she really is life wasted doing nothing.
Wait, what son?
Artie?
Artie's not the king.
Artie's not the king's seat.
Yeah,
but
on
nobody
paper.
knows that.
But he says on paper in the royal books, yes, these children are mine, but I haven't been with the woman since your mom. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
So
on paper, he is going to be king, which I think, wouldn't it be great
him
eventually?
and Evie.
Him and Evie.
Absolutely.
It's like Evie's the sparrow, he's the king.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love
yeah.
that. Wait, is there
We're
some type
shipping
of
like,
weird...
what are they, 6-year-olds?
Is there some type of weird... Are they related in some way?
Not
No.
at all.
Okay. I wanted to check out. It's not that
Because
type of book.
May and Artie have no relation to Odessa.
Yeah.
And Evie is the brother
just
or
got-
sister.
Oh,
Sorry.
Black as water.
The orange just got me.
yeah. So there's no relation between them.
No.
But I would love that. But that's why May's just so upset. She spent her life. She has a dad that can't really talk to her, a dad that she thought was true, who's an asshole.
Yeah, if he was an
And
asshole...
her mom's like nice, but not.
Yeah.
Because she's living her own like pathetic life.
No, I don't think
And-
it's pathetic. I don't think it's pathetic. I think she was someone who had she did love the king.
Mhm.
I think she loved the king in a way that you love someone who deeply crush on someone that you could never have.
Yeah.
And she kind of got this pressure and secrets
Me and BTS.
I was just going to say that, but I was like...
No.
Marco loved Andreas the way Corey loves Jared
Okay,
from
Jared.
BTS.
So pathetic. No, but I think it's more like they have the same, like May and Margot have the same type of life because Margot loved the king and
Yeah.
then now has to be the queen, but she's with someone else. Her kids are someone else. The same way that May had to be the sparrow and then ended up not being the sparrow.
Yes.
And now she's got like nothing going for her.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe she'll end up with Jody. They're cutthroat enough.
Oh shit!
No.
I would love that.
I would say that.
I would love that.
No. That was a 2-year-old having a tantrum. No.
No.
Actually, let's bring that back. I really like that.
I say
that would be
I-
great.
And they're both kind of dicks, so it'd be kind
I
of
would
nice.
love that. Sam.
Now, is May on the ship with them? Did she
Yeah,
travel
she
with them?
left.
Because she
Yeah.
left with
Yeah, I
them.
think
She
she
wanted
is
to
with
go,
them.
right?
Yeah, she said, "Get me out of here. I got nothing."
Well, she's stuck on a ship with Jody.
Now-
So
that's true.
Okay. So hold on. But there's also the thrumming. We have to talk about the thrumming.
yes,
Oh,
yes, she does
the
feel it.
Rites.
So
The Rites is
let's talk about this. Let's talk it through about Odessa.
Okay.
Will Odessa be different because she's
from
half Calandrian and she was born on Calandrian soil?
Yeah, and
so
that's
she has
why.
control.
I was gonna say, do you think she'll have control because she's not fighting it, the magic?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And
Hold on.
what if? Oh no! Hold it! Hold it!
Come back to me so we don't lose it.
What if shit, I lost it.
I was going to say, with this control, so we see Ransom's vision. So maybe in his, he thinks he's too far gone with Elisa, and she has changed, and he's like, I, told her, kill
My
me.
queen,
so
kill
he's like,
me.
my queen. And maybe she's like, no, you idiot. So maybe her point of view is like, I'm just like this majestic crux.
Yeah.
Chill out.
Chill.
Because remember, they said that the magic left by the magicians is what's wrong in Calandria, and the magic is poison to the Starling and the Swift. But this whole time, Odessa's been kind of okay, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she hasn't had the same reaction, but the thrumming is there now.
Yes.
And why
And
all of a
that's the
sudden
sign.
is it there though? Like why?
Is it 'cause
Yeah,
she's
she
taken up
found
the
her
quest?
destiny.
She's taken up the
I
quest.
missed a lot of this book.
I was
Okay.
like, it's the alabaster rings she's wearing. That's it.
No,
She feels it.
but
But
no,
she's
I'm gonna
had
refill.
I'm okay, but it does taste. This drink is, it keeps going. It's so good.
Refill.
Why you refill? How about this? What if when she changes, she has control and she somehow is like alpha of all the birds, and like she can help the other starlings like change. Like if there's some stuff.
I don't think she's going to use that next. I think that she's going to get all the orbits. That's obviously, I mean.
Oh, well, in the future at some point, like when she's changes, she can become almost alpha, and she has
they're able
a
to shift
physical
back.
control
So you
to
mean-
like physically make the starlings that are stuck there shift back.
Oh,
So like take over on Alina's place.
yeah.
Because Alina leads the Netflix
Yes.
right now.
Like
Alora?
And
Alora, right?
Oh,
did
No,
I say
no,
they
it's
were
her name's Alina.
The aunt,
Alina.
yeah, the queen
Who's
from
Alora? Who do I have Alora?
No, that's the queen, isn't it?
Buck. I thought her name was Aunt
Alina.
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 Who is
Alina.
Alora, Jamie?
Who's Alora?
Alora's the healer.
Oh my God.
Oh.
we haven't. Who's Alora?
Alora's the healer. But yes, maybe take the place of her.
So they rule both lands and both
Yes.
the people and the I love that.
And the animal.
We love
yeah.
that.
I found Alina's name
Now, now let's talk about
Alora.
Alora and the antidote.
I
Yes.
like Alora a lot, and I feel like she will get the antidote.
As
She will
soon-
figure it out.
As Deveny just said, yes, glasses everywhere. I was like, I trust this lady, and she's gonna do shit. She's gonna get it done.
Whimsy.
Whimsy.
The whimsy
When
she
her
has.
glasses, different colored glasses are everywhere. I was
Different
like,
beads,
she
bracelets.
knows what's going on.
Yeah.
She's no.
Colorful.
Yes.
Love
Yeah.
her.
Yes. Right. She's gonna figure out
So,
something because
I think she's going
we
to get
ended
it.
it with Odessa giving her blood.
No, we didn't.
yes.
Yes, we
We
did.
did.
Or her
When?
spit.
Her
Her
spit.
spit.
Her spit.
To
Odessa
test with
said
it.
test my spit because she made the connection.
She made
I
the
just
connection.
don't remember that. I knew she made the connection. I didn't.
No,
I don't
she had
remember
her
her
tested.
doing
Before-
the spit.
Yeah.
Before
She's-
they left on the trip, she went
Yeah.
down there and handed it to her.
And she's
Which
like-
is good because obviously it's the Starling blood.
Yes.
But shouldn't the healer have come with them?
well, that's what I didn't understand. I was like, shouldn't she be with them?
Because it's pretty good distance. So if something gets developed,
And they
Maybe
keep saying
maybe they did, and we just don't know.
the migration's coming.
Yeah.
So like she's gonna get stuff done quick and make it to Torah.
yeah,
Or maybe you're right. Maybe she did and we just don't know
Maybe
it.
she did.
yeah, that would be.
There
one
was
thing.
someone else I was just gonna chat about. And
Emery?
no, it was Ransom and his
the veins.
the veins
Oh,
and the
yeah.
stuff. So do we think the high priestess is actually helping, or we think that he's just stealing that magic from him?
No, no.
He's terrible, right?
The high
Yeah.
priest is terrible.
Okay.
Yes.
I just didn't know if there was like some undercover stuff, but
No.
yes, we think
No,
he's
the high
terrible.
priest
Good.
is bad. But I did.
Corey's like, who's the high priest?
No. But obviously, he doesn't touch the ground. So we talked about
Oh,
this
yeah.
last time that we don't trust anyone
don't
that's
trust
just
Right, if they
floating.
don't touch the
We
ground,
don't trust-
We
nobody's
don't
floating.
trust it. But yes, obviously the siphoning helps.
But what
Because
is he
But
doing with
Brother
that?
Score can do it.
yes,
And Brother
and-
Score can showed how to do it where he's not taking the power in. So the fact that the high priest takes the power in is the red
It's
flag.
yes.
for me.
Right.
Yeah.
And Ransom did say that Brother Score was more powerful
Yeah.
than the high
Mhm.
priest
so I wonder
was.
if it didn't hurt him.
Yeah.
They don't really talk about
No.
like if it was painful like it is with the high priestess.
Maybe he
High
likes
priest.
the pain makes it more like more potent to
For him, yeah, he
Yeah.
gets that emotion.
Brother Score was someone in the first chapters with Odessa and Edie, and especially when he forced her to find obviously an orbit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's it. I was like, I do not like him. I'm so mad about him. And by the end of it, I was like, my God, he's like Hane. Like this is it. He's like
Yeah.
her personal like little Voster guy
Yeah.
through the
Yeah.
world.
Well, I was thinking until the end when you realize it's different timelines. That I was thinking Score and Hayne were the same person.
I did
It
too.
was just
I did too. One was
Giving
the first
different
name and
names.
one was last name.
Yeah, because he said, just call me Hayne.
Yes.
That was one of those things where it makes you question whichever way you're leaning.
Yes.
It
Mhm.
makes you question, maybe I was wrong on this, maybe I wasn't. The same with Faxon and Gable and their presence and with, Faxon,
fighting,
Yeah.
Tell
the
me more.
library guy
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
the
yeah.
fighter and their
Okay.
husbands and they take over cause.
Yes.
Yeah.
The same situation was that where some of the things paralleled in Odessa's world and Caspia's world where you're like,
Yeah.
oh, they're older. How old is older? You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like,
Mm.
and then
Yeah, they
like the
never go
presence
into
of the child. Yeah,
detail,
you never
That's
know.
like the again, the writing is on point in terms
Mhm.
of overlapping the stories and the juxtaposition for their journeys. Because it's like the one room when they first got there, Caspia and Andreas, where she was looking at all the
crops.
Yes,
yeah,
photos.
Yeah.
the photos, and then you go to Odessa's timeline, and that's the
She's-
room
and
she
then
goes
she's
to
in there.
hide in.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Those were the parts
Yes.
where I'm like, how have you not seen each other?
Yeah.
You have
Same.
red hair.
Yes.
Well, so
There's
that has
two
it.
of you with red hair.
Well, that's what I
Yes.
told Sam when we met up at Barnes & Noble. It was like, how are they not seeing
Yeah.
two people?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
Like,
just-
why is no one saying like, bro, there's another person
Yeah,
with
there's
red
one
hair
like you.
here.
Like,
Hey, someone came into town with red hair.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
nothing.
Well, that's the thing with, I think, Deveny Perry, much like a Rebecca Yarros or even a Sarah J. Maas, if you like or hate or whatever they're writing, they're storytellers.
Yeah.
So are they writing something that I look and go, oh, the prose is so beautiful? Maybe not. I think sometimes I feel that with like Rachel Gillick, where her writing is like, oh, that was pretty
Pretty.
to read, but this is a story. Like they are storytellers. And at the end of it, if I have such a emotional reaction to it, I was like, oh my God, I got there. I was in the headspace.
Yeah.
And I think, especially now, there's a lot of variations on the trope or the topic of bad religious sect and
Yeah.
and the kind of overcoming of it. And I do think that this, with Odessa, it's a little bit of a different journey, right? Because you have the layers of the found family, you have the love stories, you have all of this. So it makes it a little bit different than some of those other stories you're seeing out now.
Yes. I agree. I have a funny story to tell you because I did bawl. I was almost heaving, like I was catching my breath when Andreas had to kill his wife. I mean, and she just knew it. She instantly knew
She
this
said,
is the moment.
Don't hesitate, love.
Don't,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Do
straight
it.
for the heart, my love, straight for the heart. And he just, and he knew too, like he had to. He chose Odessa in that point. They
Oh,
all
yeah.
did because he had to. But when he killed her, and I was sobbing. And it's the part where he says, "My wife is cold. I need a blanket."
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's been there, and he's just, and I'm like,
For 2 days.
I'm sobbing. It has affected me. I was so sad. I read it at night. I go to bed 2 hours later, and I'm still sad. My husband asked me about it, and I was telling him, and he's like, "Why did he have to kill her?" I was like, "Because she turned into a big bird." Like, don't you get it? Like, it just sounded so dumb, but I was like, you don't understand. They'll never have their love story. Like, that's the hardest part. There's never a, oh, she went away and she's coming back. No,
Mhm.
that's it. It's done. I'm
Okay,
gonna cry right now.
Yeah, so the one vision in the beginning where she says like 6 redheaded girls are in the boat and they're leaving obviously this person's love on the cliffside and she hopes they reunite. I'm like, okay,
What?
I thought
Where was that? I missed that
Where?
whole
It's
one.
in the beginning. It's
Yeah.
Caspia's.
Tell me again. Tell me
So
more.
there's like 6 redheaded girls in a boat leaving I'm assuming
Quintus.
Quintus, because they talk about a cliffside.
Okay.
And that this guy's longingly looking on the cliffside to them waving goodbye. And she's like, and she's reading it in the book.
Mhm. Okay.
Not Caspia. Odessa's
Odessa,
reading
okay.
it from the book. So I
Okay,
assume,
okay.
it's Caspia's vision. But she's talking to Evie and they're like, oh, I hope they marry up again. And Odessa's like, I can only hope that they find each other again, their love. So I thought it was
Oh.
Caspia and Andreas when we read it. But now it's giving...
Do you think
She
it's-
goes to Kin, or what are the
Nothing.
Nothing.
and
So
that's
do you
the
think
Guardian.
it's a guardian and her and all of the Starlings that she had changed back and she's leaving?
Oh.
Maybe, or
And Jody's with her on the boat. Oh,
but
you know what? I went through a lot of the visions because once I realized these visions were coming true, I was really paying attention to them. But I guess I was past the point.
that was before.
That was before
that was
the point.
before you were
I
like, let me pay
apparently
attention.
just read this book to read it.
You're in vibe.
She pulled
I'm
a
like
cord.
just vibrating, and I was like, okay.
What were you going to say, Jess?
Well, I was going to jump ahead, but do you want to talk about the visions anymore?
The only thing I want to say is obviously Sonnet 90 is a book of visions from
Oh.
Caspia. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Sonnet 90?
Is that what it's
Yes.
called?
No, Sonnet 90 was already
The one before Caspia read it. It's the story of the one guy walking around the migration.
Yeah.
And he said he gave the war guy gave him stories.
No,
So-
but her book was saved by Faison in the
Okay.
library.
But
Yeah.
Sonnet 90 was
What's the one Odessa's reading?
Well, that's
Her mom.
her mom.
Cassius.
I thought that
but
was called Sonnet 90.
No.
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 That's
What
the
Caspia
journal
reads
from
is-
Ransom's mom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought this whole time it was Sonnet. Well, you
No.
know what? Never mind. I still think it's written by Odessa's mom.
That's funny.
Caspia.
Caspia.
Yeah. Still
Listen,
think it
I
is.
do want to say something.
Sure. It's her
I
mom
wanna-
vision.
Her mom's vision. I really enjoyed that the general is Tavin that
Yes.
was with Andreas from the beginning and stuff with
Yes.
us throughout the whole thing.
Because
Like,
I
when you
loved
find-
him then.
Yeah, I loved him. He
Mhm.
was with Andreas as Tavin, and then he came to the end as Topside. So I really enjoy that he's with Margot.
Yeah.
Throughout.
No, and it
Like,
makes
it
sense.
makes it better.
It
I
makes
think
sense
that they're
that-
together.
Yeah, he was there from the beginning. He knows what it was to work with Caspia, and
Yeah.
now
Mhm.
he's, obviously he's been searching for these orbits. So
Yeah.
now it
Yeah.
just makes sense. He's so connected in that. I mean, he's her sister's dad.
Yeah.
Well, and with that respect, I hope that Meg gets to establish a relationship with
Yes.
him
Yes.
because I
Yeah.
think that is overdue.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's again goes back to like the themes of heartbreak and grief and how loving relationships are, how they're represented in
Mm.
this, where they're from afar. They're
yeah.
Well, and we glossed over the cause with Caspia and
Yes.
Andreas. Like they loved him, they took care of him, but they knew who was the rightful people
Yes.
for him
Yeah.
to go to.
yes,
And I love that he found a home, and I love that it's still in the castle, and that there's still
Yeah.
that connection. And I hope we see a little more interplay with Odessa with them.
Me
I
too.
know that they left, but I would like to see that dynamic because Klaus knew her mom.
yes,
and I think that's important.
yeah.
You
He
know?
knew her mom as a child when she never got
And he
to.
knew
Yeah.
her dad in the right way.
Yes.
So I
Yeah.
do hope that there is a little bit more of
Which
Klaus
is
in the future.
a heartbreaking thing for
Cause.
just for that whole group, Faxon, Gable, cause,
Yeah.
that they saw that destruction
heartbreak.
of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truly, this book is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
It is.
It really is.
That's it. That's it. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
okay, okay.
You want to move on to random questions?
I don't think I have
I was
anything
only
else.
going to bring mine up because of what Sam kept talking about. And I will preface this. Mine is not so random. It is a very commonly asked question.
Oh.
But I think it is pertinent to
Okay.
this book.
I'm worried.
Yes.
So let's go.
Is it better to have loved and lost or
Mm.
to have never loved at all?
Oh.
And I think that is very particular
Jessica.
to this book.
I'm gonna cry right now. Like you don't understand. I sobbed when spoiler if you haven't read Fourth Wing. I don't know why you here if you haven't read Fourth Wing though. When I sobbed when Liam died, I sobbed when Gwen died in the same story.
Yeah.
Sobbed.
Who's
Right.
Gwen?
Have you not read before?
I have.
Or Iron Flame? It was Iron Flame.
Imogen's best friend who dies, and she's like, "We
Oh.
had a good one." It was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, yeah.
I
yeah.
sobbed.
Quinn.
Gwen. Did I say Gwen?
You did.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, I was really heartbroken when she died, but I was so sad, and I think it's because you felt those feelings. So I think it is better to have loved than lost. I think it's better to have loved because it's still such a strong. It still sits with you. It's still there. He still knows it. It's better to have experienced it than never to have experienced it at all. I feel.
I don't know.
The poet in me says yes. You guys, oh God, just feeling you get to dive and eat out of that grief all your life.
My black heart says to not love at all.
Jamie's like
You don't have
feelings.
to
Yeah.
have those feelings.
Because then you don't miss.
You
There's
don't
nothing to
miss
miss.
it. You don't know it. So
I think it would be better to love and lose. Just because if you don't know, then your whole life you're reaching for something that you don't understand, that you're
Yeah.
not sure of. At least if you've loved and lost, then you know what you're grieving
Yeah.
But if you don't know love, you don't know what you're grieving. You just know you're missing something.
You open yourself up to this greater capacity
Mhm.
of understanding things and people, I think, with that type of love, especially this type of love.
Yeah.
Like that's...
Yeah.
We really showed
What is-
ourselves here. Feelings are really bad.
Did you say no, Jess?
No. So I agree. I think it's better to have loved and lost, and only because I view love is one of the strongest forces of nature, and that I think we're driven to find love. I think love overcomes a lot, but with that, it's a double-edged sword. There is a loss associated with it.
Yeah.
But I think that loss is never as great as the power of the love when you had it.
Yeah. I agree. Wow,
Oh,
Jamie.
I'm so sad. I'm so sad. It's the whole
see
thing of
both
this book.
sides. I'm
Yeah.
just saying. Sometimes
No,
it's easier not to know what you don't
wrong
know.
answer to this because
No.
there's no wrong answers because some people have a great love and they lose it, and to them the loss is so profound, right?
Mhm.
And they don't view the heartache as worth it. So I don't think there's a wrong answer to that. It's just your personal opinion and it's your vibe. Just like there's 1-star ratings for this book and there's
I know.
6-star ratings for this book.
Yes.
And I think that goes with every book. And I think people get so caught up on how did you like that book? Or I don't understand why that book's so popular and this and that. It's like, who cares?
Yeah.
That's the best part about books is that they're subjective, objective, whatever you want to say towards it. But it's how you relate to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what makes a book special to you. So
Yes.
is every book going to be a 5-star read? No. Are you going to have 1-star reads? Yes. Are you going to have DNFs? Of course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have DNF books that Sam absolutely loves.
Yes.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
But I also think, too, that people forget is that sometimes it's the time of your life or the part in your life where you're reading a book where you don't connect with it. And then let's say you put it on the shelf and you come back 6 months or a year later and go, oh, I'll give that one a try again. And you have a completely different
Yes.
view because you're in a different part of your life.
Yes.
But that's the great things about books. Like, Corey, you could read this book years from now and have a completely different take on it.
Yeah.
But it just depends on where you are in life at that point.
Yeah.
And so I think that's important to say
Yes.
on that part.
It
So
really
that's-
is.
no
I-
wrong answers.
No, I
Yep.
just saw along the lines of that an interview with it's a beautiful book and the audiobook it's on my TBR, but it's oh my gosh, what's the new Netflix movie and it's with the aquarium. It's like Happy Beautiful People.
I don't know what
that
you
one.
speak of.
Either way, I saw an interview and they were talking about books and it's if you don't finish a book, you shouldn't feel guilty about it because that just wasn't your book. You know, like it was not meant for you. It's meant for someone else. You'll find something, the same thing. You'll find the book that you need to when you need it.
Yeah. And here's a shameless plug. Almost every community has these little hidden free libraries somewhere in your neighborhood or whatever. If you have a book that didn't connect to you, go donate it.
Yes.
Your trash is somebody else's treasure.
Yeah.
Pass that along. Make somebody else's day. And when you're there, maybe you'll find something that resonates with you.
Absolutely.
So true.
Books are fun because there's no expiration on them.
No.
Yeah.
You pick them up whenever you want. Keep
Yeah.
going.
It
Read
doesn't
them
even
Read them
matter.
100 times.
Yeah.
Like I'll read this book again and I will still sob again.
Well, it's like movies. You look at a movie and you're like, man, this is an old movie. You can tell by like the film.
Yeah.
But a book, you can't really tell.
No,
It doesn't matter. There's no.
The older, the
Date.
better. Age.
Yeah.
Give me that aged paper.
All right. Do you guys want to do a spice real
Let's
quick?
do a spice
yeah.
rating.
I gave it a 1.5.
What?
That's generous.
No, I
there's-
gave it a 3.
What?
There was so much of it in here.
What?
I'm going to be honest. I skipped over every single sex scene. It did nothing for me.
So you didn't have to
it's
skip
okay.
much.
I'll let you know exactly how much there was. There was only 2 scenes between both couples in 570 pages.
Well, Caspia and Andreas really
All the
got it
time.
on all the time. They just didn't tell you. It was closed door.
Yeah.
2 scenes.
Love it.
2 scenes.
Maybe that's how I thought the frequency of it mentioned. The frequency of it mentioned, I guess, was I was like, yeah,
Not
they
very
talk about it a
crazy
lot.
or detailed in either of the scenes that were actually mentioned.
I
But-
concur.
The love and the
So-
longing was established.
5.
We didn't need that.
Yeah, I wrote slow burn
burn.
with several O's.
I wouldn't say this was a slow burn at all.
It is when you factor in book 1.
Yeah,
now.
but majority
Because
of this was.
it's a continuation.
But I can see that the majority of this, Ransom wasn't really in it with Odessa.
Oh,
so
you
I
didn't
get...
even talk about Ransom coming in like a shining
Oh
star.
my God. He came in so great when he
I
came
really
in on
didn't
that.
think it was going to be
van.
him. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, finally he's back. Because I
Yeah.
thought it was going to be the whole book without him. I'm like, I hate this. But he really did.
But-
Okay, fine. 1.5. I don't know what
1.5.
I was thinking. I guess.
Jody, I didn't miss him.
Yeah, Jody was witty.
Hey,
Jody and May, huh?
can I tell you something? I think Jody's going to die.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. I think Jody's going
I
to die.
hope Liam haunts your dreams.
It's Andreas and Caspia's love.
Okay, are you guys ready for my fun question?
I'm ready.
Yes. Okay, so we had unexpected POVs in this book with Caspia and the sparrow in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So, whose POV do you want in the next book, or would you have liked in this book?
Oh.
Evie.
Oh,
Oh, that's a good one.
That is fun.
Because I think Evie knows more of what's going on. So I would love to see from her perspective. Because go back and think about the first book where she would always run off and
Right,
hit these
little
hidden
spy.
places.
Yeah.
I would love to see Evie's
Plus,
point of view.
She's like the strongest, coolest little girl. I mean,
Yes,
she's dealt with
absolutely.
so much shit and she's
Yeah.
like, okay, where to next, Des?
Oh my
And-
God.
Yeah.
We better have like an epilogue of her, Artie, and Titus together.
Ooh.
Damn.
And Faze.
And
And
Faze.
Faze, yeah.
Faze.
Oh,
And
I
Faze.
hope Faze just stays.
Yeah.
But I,
She'll be like Princess Jasmine, Raja.
yes,
I like
that's
that.
what I pictured
like
too.
that.
I would like to see May's point of view.
I kind of do too, yeah.
Hmm.
When she's with Jody.
You know what would be a really fun perspective is Xandra. But Xandra trapped in the
As a
animal
bywolf.
body.
As the
You
wolf,
know,
yeah.
That would be a really fun
Maybe we'll get it.
chapter to know that she knows what she's just like a passenger on this journey of this animal. Like she
Yeah.
knows what's going on. She's worried and she keeps trying over years and years. That would be really fun.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I like that question.
Good
Sam
question.
helped, so I'm gonna let her know. I'm gonna give props. Sam helped.
She's stealing all my shit.
All her shit today.
Okay, my question is, okay, so Evie is like hopelessly attached to like her rabbit, Mary, her shirt, you know, when it got damaged. Caspia has her rings from home. Odessa has her wedding band. She keeps like Jody, I'm married to Ransom. So what's the object
Wait.
that you have attachment to?
Is it her wedding band or is it the cut on her hand?
Oh, I
the
thought she had
scar.
I thought she had a
the cut.
band.
It's the
I think
scar.
it's the cut.
It's the
she
scar
have a
from when
band?
she
I thought
signed.
she had a band. Maybe she did. Okay, her scar.
Yeah, there you go.
I really did think she had a band, but maybe I was confusing it with Caspia's bands that
yeah.
she kept touching those. Okay, so her scar. So what are you attached to? That's like an object, something where you're like, you would be very distraught if something happened to that.
My Kindle.
Such an attachment, emotional attachment.
So
to it.
emotional attachment.
Huh.
I've been thinking about this because I wrote this down a few days ago, and and it's so dumb, but when my husband and I first started dating, I'm not even like a stuffed animal or like that type of person thing, but I was going through a little bit of a emotional time. And he had got me this stuffed bears around Valentine's Day. It has a heart and a bear hanging from it. And said, hang in there. And I just think it's like not meant to have been a Valentine's Day gift. But
It's like a get well.
I was like, hang in there. And it was just how funny it is, how dumb it is. I still have never gotten rid of that. So I think like if something were to have happened to that, I would feel very sad about it because it's just the most, I love you. It's hang in there. It's going to
Listen,
get better.
We're learning a lot about me and my feelings on this episode, and I don't have any. I don't keep anything. I throw everything away, so I don't have anything.
This is hard because I feel like I'm sure I have objects
Mhm.
that I would be upset if they were gone. But also a part of me is like, why would I place so much
Emotions.
emotion into an object that could disappear
Yeah.
when it's more of like a memory that I care about?
Do you have a scar then, like Evie's?
I used to have a 6 fingers. Carry that scar over my heart.
Oh my God. That's hilarious.
I love that.
Oh my God. Well, that's okay. You're just living in a less materialistic.
But I love materials. I just don't think I have anything that I'm so attached to that I'd be like, that holds so much
So you
Value.
place more of your value in just like memories and
Experience
feelings.
and
Yeah.
memories. Yeah.
Experience.
Yeah,
Yeah,
memories.
that's good.
Mhm.
I bet Jess has some good ones.
I have so many. That's
That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
I
yeah,
bet she
she's
has.
been thinking the
I
whole time.
just had this conversation with Brandon because he wants to change out our entertainment system and like set up and whatever. But my trophies are on the top, and he's like, "Just throw them away." And I'm like, "Those are my trophies. Like,
Yeah.
I have them down to when I was little. You know what I mean? Like, I'm proud of being
Yeah.
a cheerleader in the 5th grade. Thank you very much." And you know, my mathlete 3rd place. It's
Yeah.
this big. So there's stuff like that. But if they eventually went away, I wouldn't really care. I think the one thing that I have that I would truly care about is I inherited my grandmother's recipe box.
Mm.
So
I
I
know
think for
it's-
me
yeah.
that's important because I
Yes.
love to cook. In my family, food is our act of love and things like that. And so to have her handwriting and
That's-
stuff like that, that's important to me.
That's
so
the
I
special
think
part of it.
I think that would be the one thing that I would truly be upset about.
Yeah.
The trophies, yeah, they'll probably eventually go away.
Yeah.
I have more stuffed animals than I care to admit to. So yeah, I have all kinds, but yeah, I think that would be it.
Yeah.
Photos.
Photos. Yeah.
Oh,
Photos.
photos, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Things that, like that, like the handwriting, things that
Yeah,
you
those
can't
things.
get back. You can't
Yeah.
recreate
Mhm.
that again.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have birthday cards from family members who have passed, like the last ones I got from them, or like graduation cards. I
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
all of my graduation cards that I got for my different graduations.
Yeah. Because it's
Yeah.
a snapshot of that time.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Do you have something?
I do. I'm dying.
I feel like I'm the pack rat of the bookers because I have everything still. I'm the opposite of Jamie.
I got nothing.
Jamie's like, done.
All right. So my
Oh, dear.
question is, and a fight.
Okay.
Oh.
We're
Joey.
going an opposite way here. I like it.
It's different than you guys' and a fight out of book boyfriends. And I
thought you were
have
saying
a couple.
bookers.
Bookers. Me. I'll sit on you.
You made me laugh at my nose.
A fight out of book boyfriends, and I named a few, but if you have other ones that you think would really kill, let me know.
I'm into it.
Guardian, Convager,
Okay.
Stark Thorian with his direwolf, Xanon with his shadows, or Zavander from Anathema.
Ooh.
What do you think would win?
Oh, this is tough. I think if you're adding the direwolf
In what
in,
world?
that's like hard. Yeah, that's true.
What's the setting?
It's just like a blank
Because
fighting
some of them
ring.
draw their energy from the worlds they're in.
We are in Mortal Kombat.
Finish him.
Yeah.
Stark Therian. Absolutely.
I
with the
feel like
direwolf.
if you
Or is it
added the
the
direwolf, that's
direwolf,
unfair.
really?
That's like a team.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's just his direwolf. I mean,
The direwolf's the equivalent to Xanon Shadows.
yeah, because Convager has his dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, he can be there too?
Yeah, they can have their side animals.
He won then. The dragon will just.
He's
Right.
crying in a corner. What are you talking about?
He
Convager's
He
not
found the moon bloom piece,
Yeah.
and he's in the
Yeah.
corner.
Hey, Yeah.
Corner distracted.
First of all, don't think that I missed in the beginning where you said check out Direbound because Furybound's here. Guess what else is coming out? Okay, Ballad of the Fallen Dragons.
Isn't it out?
It's out May 19th, so maybe by the time this airs, it
Oh.
will be out.
I saw some
So
people, they
I
must have been like
recommend-
arc readers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I recommend trying out When the Moon Hatched, by the way.
That helps if you can't have trouble sleeping.
Oh my God.
Okay, well,
Convager and his dragon against the Stark Therian and his direwolf.
direwolf.
And then,
Yeah, it's Stark.
no.
For me, it's Stark.
But I feel like the Guardian could really do some
No,
damage.
I think the guard, if it's
The
without
Guardian's
the
gonna
animals,
Really do some damage.
if it's
but-
without the animals, I think that the guardian would do well.
Animals, Khan doesn't have anything. Stark doesn't have anything.
But they're elite fighters, so
They
is
have
Zayden.
strength, yeah.
Okay, no powers.
Xanon has powers.
No
Xanon
pow-
has powers.
okay, no
Xanon's
powers.
beaten Maul then with powers. Like
No
No
powers.
powers,
No
just-
powers.
But then the Guardian has powers. He has
Yeah,
night
he's got
abilities.
You
natural
can't help it
powers.
that it's in his blood.
If it's a completely stripped down, no powers,
Nothing.
fist fight, Mortal Kombat style to the death,
Okay.
I'm still taking Stark.
Oh,
Really?
Are
Yeah.
you still taking
I still
Stark?
think the Guardian.
I think if it's just The Guardian, I would say Zayden, but the Guardian has more size on him. I'd say the Guardian.
Zayden's
Does he?
like the Guardian?
Does the
Yeah.
Guardian have more size on Zayden?
Yeah.
But my
I feel
daddy
like-
does.
I feel like
Butler,
Zayden's
like,
more
he's-
like
Zayden's like,
I am not
Trim?
picturing the Guardian the
trim.
same way you are.
Oh,
Wow.
picture him like,
the
Jack.
Guardian's
like
Jack.
Jack.
okay, the Guardians
Oh,
to
that
me
is
in my
not
head.
how I picture.
Really?
Really?
No?
No,
Are you picturing him how the way I picture Xavier?
Yeah, I picture him,
probably.
Yeah.
I picture him like fit,
but then.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
I picture Guardian like Bodhi.
Oh,
Oh,
I
no.
don't picture him like Garrick and Zayden.
Yeah. I picture him more.
In my head, if this helps anything, any main male character that I love, he's Henry Cavill. So he's just very different.
It's Henry Cavill versus Henry Cavill.
Cavill versus Henry Cavill.
No, I have to say Jason Momoa is Cassian.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Henry Cavill with long
Okay.
hair.
But Jason Momoa body is how I picture Guardian.
Gar-
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't. I just don't. I don't know
That's
why.
weird.
I've never had. No,
Huh.
I do
Okay.
not picture him that big.
Wow.
Okay.
So-
Wow, wow,
Hey, in
wow.
fairness, kid, we haven't gotten a proper description of his manhood, so I
mean,
can't really fill in the rest of the body.
He's not
it's hard to say.
readjusting himself like Merc all the time. So we have not gotten a
Merc
complete description.
Crown and warm
Yes.
shadows.
Yes.
Sorry, I have a log between my pants.
You smell like home.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Jamie, do you want to start with the
On
cheers?
that
or-
note, let's just
Okay.
cheer it up.
Wait, do anyone have a quote besides Jamie and
Oh.
Jessica?
I
I
don't.
have too many in this book. Let me see if I can
Yeah.
find it.
My quote for
I
this
didn't have-
book is, "What do I do? Be bold, my sparrow. Be brave."
Oh, yes, I wrote that from the very first.
Yeah,
The
from the
only
first
thing I
chapter.
had-
Jamie.
Written down was one of the
What?
visions. And that's it.
Hey.
Why is it it's from the first chapter? Jamie, that Jamie didn't read.
Lights are off.
Hold on, I'm looking at them.
I'm trying to get to these marrow weeds.
Marrow walls.
Marrow wheels.
Marrow eels.
Marrow
eels.
Eels. Eels. Marrow eels.
I just have the vision. Do you want to hear the vision that she keeps
Yeah.
having? She
Yeah.
said, this time I saw the broadsword in the dirt at his side. I saw the crest on his silver armor, a crossbow woven with weaves and stalks of wheat. I saw the gore and the blood from where his throat had been torn open by big jaws. So you're right. It could be Beowulf or it could be...
What a quote.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to remember it.
Big jaws.
I wanted to remember it, so because I really do feel that's Andreas's his fate.
Yeah.
And he's going to save. There's a part in the book where he walks by the train ring and the Guardian and Evie and Odessa are all hugged together.
Mhm.
And she said, I thought my father walked by.
Yeah, Glen of the Crown.
Yeah, and I just feel like, again, I'm back to the heartbreak. Like, just feel like that part, he's like, that could have been my future. I could have been, that could have been me and Caspia and Odessa when they were small. And it just like, I think it's just heartbreaking to watch. Even he says later, he's like, oh, you really love him. I let, he loves you.
Yeah.
He starts to believe it.
You can only live in the past for so long. You
Mhm.
can be
No.
upset, you can have
No.
emotions, and you can try to
Mm-mm.
protect someone, but you can only live in the past for so long. And the choices you make in the present are what causes your future.
Now, give me the love that's going to destroy you for a lifetime. Give me it. Love it. I love it.
Jessica?
It's the Scorpio.
I'm going to bring it down right now because she's not going to appreciate this quote. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to find
Also,
it.
while you're doing that, I think that's the reason that Andreas really was pissed off at the Guardian in the beginning, or even of Shield of Sparrows, where you feel like, why are you duping me as a king? When you started to get pissed off about the Shield of Sparrows, where they were going to take Odessa, and they're like, no, that's the one I want. I feel like part of that was like, who are you to come in here and do that? Like, do you know the life I've lived? I think that's why he's so pissed off at the Guardian the whole time. It's like, you don't know the love that I've lost. You don't know what it is to live, boy. Like, in his head. And he's like, you're just here like a prince, like just demanding shit. Like, and you have my daughter. Do you know what we did to make sure she lived? Like, I think that part, like that anger's still there. Like, who are you? But then I think he starts to really understand that, no, he loves her, Odessa, the same way
Same way.
Andreas loved Caspia. I think he starts to kind of see that. But I really think he's like, bitch, who are you? Like,
I'll say again,
I
he has a great redemption arc, but I still think he's kind of shit, kind of selfish.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
Hold it. You want praise? Then wait until I fuck that smart mouth of yours tonight. I'll give you all the praise you can handle.
Wow.
Does not match the spice given in the book.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Again,
He's more of a talker than a shower. That's okay. I just
that's why he's a Bodhi and not a Satan or a carrot.
stop. I think he's perfect. He's saving it just for Odessa. We don't need to be in the cuck chair watching it. It's fine. He's saving it for Odessa.
I bought tickets to this show. Right?
Oh my God. Jamie, cheers us out here.
Cheers, Jamie. Cheers.
Okay.
Cheers to the cryo, whatever the bat creature
blind bats.
Cryoptis. Blind viciousness and not discriminating in the pursuit for food, because we all get hangry.
Cheers.
Cheers. I drank before that was over, but I loved it.
Thank you. Thank
It
you.
really was a vicious, fun animal.
It really was.
We got some fun ones in this one.
Yeah.
Vicious for sure.
Yeah.
The way it
Vicious.
just took out that Seth guy.
It just
dropped
dropped
him
in
down.
Which
We
hurt
didn't
my
even
brain.
talk about that, by the way. How the Hay family also crossed.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
That's what was throwing me off.
Who's
Yeah,
the Hay?
The Hay
The
family.
Hay family was the journalist with Caspia, but was the goods family, like the
No.
merchants, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the merchant with
Odessa.
Caspia.
Odessa.
No,
Yes.
I thought it was.
No, the Hay family were the merchants in this one. The writer was the one with Caspia.
Yes.
The newsletter guy.
He was a journalist in this.
Yeah, he was a journalist.
Yes.
And who was the Odessa one?
He was the Samuel Hay was the merchants.
That they like.
and
saved.
Shield of Sparrows
Yeah,
with the
Shield of
sun.
Sparrows.
Oh,
Yeah.
So they were
okay.
all
So
part of
that's
the
why
Hayes
it was
family.
hard because there were these overlapping families
Yes.
between the two.
Okay.
Yes. It was
Yeah.
one of those other
He was the one
moments.
that died, and
They were all part of the family.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
there were multiple. I was like,
There was
wait, no, he
multiple
died
cases.
in the
No,
trench.
Some
No.
generations.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so my
Confusing.
cheers. Cheers to Andreas for his relentless love for Caspia. Through her life and her death, may we all hope to have a fraction of that fictional love in our lives.
I hate you.
Cheers.
That's my cheers.
We're just falling apart. Might as well chuck it in.
Just put it in your.
No.
That's my cheers for
Don't throw
her.
a seed.
That is exactly. I'm so upset. That was my
Do
cheers.
it again. He deserves two
Okay.
cheerses.
My cheers is to Andreas.
What?
What?
Yeah, don't say.
Andreas for holding on to true love like only in a fairy tale would do.
Oh,
Cheers.
cheers.
I just said cheers to Andreas. I'm going to die.
Cheers to Jody.
So funny.
Cheers to Caspia, who didn't always understand the how of what she had to do, but she always understood the why for her loves, her family, Andreas, her baby Odessa. The greatest force we all have is love, and we can move mountains and cross timelines. Cheers.
Aw,
Cheers.
cheers.
Beautiful.
That's so sweet.
Beautiful.
Honestly, there's so much in this book that we didn't even touch.
There's
There's
so
so
much
much in this
not
book.
We could actually have a part 2, but we can't get into it again. It's my
Yeah.
We will probably do a recap before the next book comes out, correct? There's 3, right?
There are
Mhm. So the journey will continue. But thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to check out the recipe video for the Starling Sangria. It is so good. So
good.
please go check it out. Tell us how you like it at home and what variations you made. As always, thanks for joining us. Happy pages and libations. Bye.
Bye.